This right here is my 2014 BMW 320d. And believe it or not, this car completely changed my life. But today, I might have to sell it. Not because I want to, but because I've got no choice. And that only means one thing. A new challenge begins. Let's go. I need to replace this BMW with something that is cheap, reliable, and ready for business. For under £1,500. Guys, do you think that is impossible? Well, let me tell you how we got here. Let me take you back to October 2024 when I made one of the biggest financial decisions of my life. At the time, I had just started exploring the world of buying, selling, and rebuilding cars. But there was one small problem. I had zero experience. I had no garage. I had no training, no clue what I was doing. I had two things that mattered more than anything in the world: passion and the determination to turn a hobby into a business. And I used to watch countless YouTube videos of people buying, rebuilding, and selling cars. And I remember I made my first video. That was during COVID. But I never had the courage to post it. And every time I watched them, I thought, one day that is going to be me. So, you know what? I took that leap. I bought my first car. It was a red Vauxhall Corsa. And let me tell you something. Within 6 hours of buying that car, I already spent £400. 400 Great British pounds sterling. Hi! And that was just 6 hours. I remember I went all the way to Leeds to buy that car, and I had to drive 4.5 hours from Leeds all the way down to Norwich. Oh, and guess what? I had only passed my driving test about 3 hours prior to that. I don't think it was a good idea driving from Leeds. Come to think of it, 4.5 hours from Leeds down, not even knowing what condition the car was in. But well, it got me home though, just that it got me it was in limp mode, literally halfway down to Norwich. But that moment taught me something. It taught me that if I was going to survive in this whole business, buying, selling, or rebuilding cars, or learning how to fix cars, I had to learn, and I had to learn fast. So what I did was I went online, I bought some manuals, I bought some Haynes manuals, I bought some guides, I bought some books, and I began to teach myself slowly, and piece by piece I started learning. Whilst learning, I kept seeing one thing pop up every time online: Copart auctions. People were buying damaged cars, fixing them, and making serious money. So I decided to take the risk. I found a mentor, started understanding how auctions worked, and began my journey into rebuilding cars. I bought a few small cars, and then I made the biggest gamble yet. I bought this, a 2014 BMW 320d. And here's the crazy part. At the time, I had almost no money left in my bank account. Zero, like almost nothing in my bank account. But I believed in the vision, and I placed a bid. I won the auction, and suddenly I had a problem. Now I needed transportation, and I got recommendations about going on Facebook and a few other people to get transporters. I remember I messaged a few transporters, and then I started taking screenshots of the quotes they were giving me, asking them for their insurance, license, and I went further to even ask for people's pictures because, guys, trust me, I was not ready to lose any money. Then the real journey began. The BMW arrived, the rebuild started. I started stripping it all apart, and that was when I realized something. The damage was much worse than I expected. I had the parts that did not plan, hidden problems, damaged parts, wrong panels being sent out, paints being mismatched. Guys, it was so much. And the original budget for this build was £5,000. Let's just say that we went way past the budget. But you know what? Quitting was not an option. And let me tell you something that I learned when rebuilding this car here. The sun is really in my face. If you're dealing with all these cars, I would always say get original parts here. Try as much as possible to go to scrapyards or try and buy it from the dealers, because buying OEM parts do not work. And I learned that the hard way when I caused a real damage on my BMW. and I'm still having to deal with it even as of now. Eventually, all of this stress, all of this learning, and all of these mistakes finally paid off. The BMW was back on the road, and let's just say it has been a reliable daily for the last 1.5 years. It's been incredible, and I can say it has helped me run my business. It has helped me on holidays. It has helped me carry parts, projects. This car has just been an incredible part of this journey. And now there's a problem. Running this BMW is getting very expensive. For example, on the last MOT, it cost me 500 Great British pounds sterling to replace just the 2 tires. I mean, just the rear ones. 2 tires, 500 Great British pounds sterling. And that is the least. I maintain it every 6,000 miles, MOTs. Thank God there is no major failure, and that is what I'm trying to avoid. Guys, I am trying to build a business here. Every penny counts. So we are going to set ourselves on a challenge. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to find a replacement for this BMW. But the challenge is simple. We need to get a car that is reliable, that is ready for business, that is affordable, and something that is like an estate, because I'd prefer an estate, and I always love an estate. It needs to be manual. If we get an automatic, it's a bonus. I'm only saying this for one reason. Our budget is under £1,000. You know what? We can stretch to £1,500. So you know what? Let's do £1,500, because let's be realistic. £1,500 is a budget. We need to get an estate, and if it's an automatic, I'd love it. But the reason why I'm on a fence with automatic is also because with automatics, it counts cost. So when something breaks, you'd have to pay more to get a gearbox than a manual. At the end of the day, with a manual, the worst could be a clutch or maybe a broken gearbox, but it's much cheaper than an automatic. So we will stick with that. Now, this is how the challenge is going to work. We need to use the stuff that we have lying around to make this money. Because I'm thinking, if I am going to be running a business, why would I take the money out of the business and buy a vehicle? But then I have spent so much money on scrap parts. So some of the times when I repaired cars and rebuilt cars, I spent money that I used in buying the parts in bundles. So I bought bits that were in bundles. I needed one bit out of that panel. So the rest of the panel is actually good where I can sell, and I have loads of it. I'm thinking we can start selling some of this stuff on eBay, Marketplace, other selling platforms, and then get some money back. We can also start taking jobs. So get in touch with families, friends, people I know, people, maybe if you guys YouTube, come on, bring me some business. But we can use that to raise some money, and then we can now invest that into buying our next car. But the question is that, do you think this can be attainable or achievable? You know what? Let's give it a go. Let's find out. We can start with some calls and start shipping out some stuff. Let's go. So without wasting any more time, I got straight to work. The first thing I did was start clearing out everything. There were parts everywhere. The backyard was basically a mini scrapyard. So I started sorting through it all, packing things up and figuring out what could actually sell and what could not. Anything that had value went online. I listed parts on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, basically anywhere people might be looking for cheap car parts. Some items even sold locally to neighbors who were just needing something for a quick fix for their car. And then I realized something. While I was clearing out everything, I started spotting parts that I could actually buy cheap, clean up and flip it out for some profit. So I began doing that as well. Within just a couple of days, I managed to clear a huge amount of space, and more importantly, started bringing some more money in. But it didn't stop there. Word started spreading around the neighborhood that I was fixing cars. Friends, family, even neighbors started asking if I could take a look at their vehicles. Small repairs here, quick fixes there, and before I realized it, I had jobs lined up for the next couple of months. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I might actually be making more money repairing cars than flipping them. And I think I need to have a look at that as well. That definitely got me thinking. Maybe I need to start to think about other strategies that I could use in making money. But either way, all the work started adding up. Slowly but surely, the money pot started growing. After everything, selling parts, doing repairs, and flipping a few things here and there, we managed to raise £1,920. Now, that sounds really good, but here's the challenge: we are not using all of it. The rule still stands: the car has to be under £1,500. So now that we have got the money ready, let's jump into the auctions and see what kind of car we can actually buy. Car has finally been delivered by my main man Darius, and of course I'm not going to let you know what car it is, but keep watching and you probably know soon. Today is clearly not a good day for me. And you know how I said to you guys that we are putting up a challenge and we are buying a car that is affordable, reliable, and ready for business? Well, guess what? I did, and I bet you've all seen it. I bought one off Copart. You've not seen the car yet because I want to review the car to you, but there's a reason why it's not out there. This car has broken down on me 3 times already, and this is obviously against everything I said. Obviously not reliable and obviously not ready for business. But if you're following this channel, you would know that we are gonna get it done and get it ready. See you next week, 6 p.m. on Friday. Do you have anything to say to them?
I do. So we just want to say thank you for your support thus far. What we have noticed is that over 90% of people who watch the channel are not subscribed. So we just want to say please, from the bottom of our hearts, please subscribe. Please help us to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. We'd appreciate that so much. And I'm sure there'll be a prize coming along when you get to 1,000, right?
Let's see. We don't know what's gonna happen.
There we go.
Yeah, but 250 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. See you next week, 6 p.m. on Friday.